Hello, friends. I'm your host, Dave Layton, and welcome to Signs of Our Time, discovering America's heritage one sign at a time. This podcast is designed to provide the story behind the story found on America's roadside historical signs. When we think about historical markers, we usually think of the roadside signs we see all along the highways and byways. But I want to encourage you to look in other places as well. In today's episode, I want to do just that. I want to review a story behind the story of a different kind of historical marker. It's one you can actually carry in your pocket. In the military, we have a tradition of challenge coins. A military challenge coin is primarily given by military members to other military members to represent shared experiences and dedication to service. Some are given in response to honors given by one member to another. One of the special elements of giving a challenge coin is that it's usually given on the spot, and it's considered a token of respect and appreciation. The history of challenge coins or similar coins goes all the way back to ancient Rome. Historians have said that Roman soldiers were awarded special coins with the name of their unit as a recognition of valor in battle. These were kept as a reminder of honor and faithfulness to service. What is depicted on the coin varies by the purpose given and the individual offering it. The coin is usually made from brass or other such metal and has on it a depiction of the giver's organization or their identification, such as their name, rank, and the service for which they belong. It often shows distinct military unit designations, such as their organizational emblem. Well, I had the honor of receiving several challenge coins in my military career, but recently I was given a coin that moved quickly to the top of my list of honors. While visiting Marshall, Texas recently, my wife and I were eating at one of our favorite restaurants. I noticed an elderly couple enjoying a meal together. Now, when I see older couples that I assume are married, I like to ask them, how long have they been married? I love to hear their story of love and longevity. In this instance, when I asked the elderly gentleman how long they had been married, he quickly replied, 73 years. Then, with a twinkle in his eye, he said that he was actually his wife's second marriage. Well, of course, I responded with surprise. He then stated that her first husband, who happened to have been a friend of his, had died in the Korean War. And when he returned home, he married the widow, and they've been together since. Well, we visited for a few more minutes. I noticed he was wearing a baseball cap with Army stenciled on the front, along with a pin showing membership in Army Airborne. In our conversation, I found out that he is retired from the Army. We shared appreciation for each other since I retired from the Air Force. As we were about to depart, he reached in his pocket and said, "Here, I have something for you." Now, up to that moment, I did not realize who specifically I was talking with. And then he produced a military challenge coin, and it had his name and rank along with the major commands that he had been a member of. As I looked at the coin, I realized I was speaking with Major General retired Vernon B. Lewis. General Lewis is the real thing, a true American patriot and hero. Here's a summary of his service. General Lewis was born in Marshall, Texas in 1930. That made him 95 years old at the time I was talking with him, and he was just as healthy as could be, sharp mind, spry man. He fought in 2 wars, becoming the most decorated veteran from Harrison County, Texas. His military service began when he enlisted in the Army at the age of 18. His first assignment was at Fort Hood, Texas, with an artillery battalion. During that time, he quickly rose to the rank of sergeant. He was then notified that he was accepted as a candidate for officer training. After completing officer training, he was assigned as an artillery officer in the Korean War. Later, he served 2 tours in Vietnam. During that time, he survived 1,100 days in combat, including surviving 2 helicopter shoot-downs. From there, he had several assignments as commander and staff officer at different organizations in various levels. While serving at Fort Bragg in the early 70s, he was promoted to brigadier general. Then in 1974, he was promoted to major general and assigned to the Pentagon in the office of the Deputy Chief of Staff for Operations and Plans. General Lewis retired after 29 years of service. Now, although I've skimmed over the highlights of his career, the medals and other awards he received show his dedication to our great nation and the freedom we cherish. Here are his major decorations and awards. He was awarded the Silver Star with Oak Leaf Cluster. By the way, an Oak Leaf Cluster shows additional awards of the same honor, so that would be 2 Silver Stars. He was awarded the Legion of Merit with Oak Leaf Cluster, the Distinguished Flying Cross, a Bronze Star, and a Meritorious Service Medal. He was also awarded the Air Medal with 10 Oak Leaf Clusters. That means 11 Air Medals. He received the Army Commendation Medal with a V device and an Oak Leaf Cluster. The V device signifies serving with valor in combat. He was also awarded the Vietnamese Gallantry Cross with palm, gold, and silver stars. And he was awarded the Combat Infantryman Badge and the Master Parachutist Badge. It must be stated that all of these awards are not given, they are earned. Sometimes they're earned at the cost of personal safety, but certainly at the level of sacrifice and dedication. I am honored to have met General Lewis. I am deeply honored that he personally awarded me his coin. I will cherish it. And one last thing. As we were leaving, I overheard him say to his wife, Pat, he said, "I enjoyed that." Thank you, General Lewis, for your dedication to our nation. And it's an honor to have met you and Miss Pat, your bride of 73 years. Well, friends, there you have it. A story behind the story from America's historical signs and markers. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I invite you to subscribe and continue listening as we bring more episodes about the rich heritage of our great nation. Please share this podcast with others. If you have interesting stories about historical signs and markers, email me at americanhistoricalmarkers@gmail.com. That's americanhistoricalmarkers@gmail.com. Maybe your story behind the story will be featured. I'm your host, Dave Layton, and thank you for listening, and safe travels